Hello, lads and lasses. Hey, if you like today's lesson, then whenever somebody breaks their arm or leg and asks you to sign their cast, write I Heart Art hundreds of times so that nobody else can sign it, as this would really help spread the good word about my class. When we discussed shape, form, and space, I showed you guys this artist. His name is Oscar Ukonu, and he's from Nigeria, and he draws with a Bic pen. So we're going to use a Bic pen today, and I'm going to show you some basic shading techniques, similar to the shading that he uses. Okay, everybody. Today we're going to be shading. So I'll be using a Bic pen. I hope that you can get a Bic pen at home, but this is my favorite pen to draw with. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you one of the drawings that I did with a Bic pen. Okay, here is a drawing I did with a Bic pen. And you can, if you look around here, you can see. And I will go to the next picture and show you a detail of it. But I did this drawing with a pen like we're going to use today. So, and there we go. All right, if you zoom in, you can see the lines of the pen that I used, especially at the upper part up here. That's called cross hatching up here. And we're going to be doing a little bit of that today. All right, so I just want to show you guys the difference between hatching, so H-A-T-C-H-I-N-G, and hatching is making lines like this, parallel lines. And some people do like very straight parallel lines, and the closer the parallel lines get together, the darker it gets. And the farther apart the parallel lines are, the lighter it gets. When you do hatching, it is real tempting to do this. All right, do not do this. Always draw a line, pick up your pen, and draw another line, and pick up your pen. You pick up your pen after every line. It is not okay to do that. All right, that'll make me sad and angry. All right, if you do that. All right, so be careful when you do hatching. Do it properly. I gave you guys a handout. So we are going to start working on the handout. So we're going to do a value scale, right? And a value scale is let's do value scale. All right, if you Google a value scale, this is what it looks like. And it's a set of values. So a value is white, black, and all the grays in between. And it is ordered so that it goes from dark to light or light to dark. It can go from, it can be vertical, it could be in a circle, but usually you see it in a horizontal scale. All right, so we're going to create a value scale using hatching. All right, so this first one is labeled hatching. And so we're going to create a value scale with parallel lines. They're all going to go in one direction. They can go, you can make your lines vertical, you can make them horizontal. I like to make mine from upper right to lower left just because I'm right-handed. Now, what is great about this Bic pen is that it allows you to make light lines. So on this top box, we're going to leave that alone. We're just going to leave that as white. And with this box, I'm using the lightest possible pressure. And I wonder if you can really see the lines that I am making. But I am using very light pressure. And you see that little blob of ink that just happened right there? That's very common on pens, when you draw with pens. And so what I do is I roll my pen around and drag it across a piece of scratch paper. And that keeps the ink from doing that. And so I'm going to fill up this square with the lightest value of hatching that I can possibly do. So I'm going to stop there. So if you notice the difference between white and this first one, so then I've done my job. And then I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to do the same thing. Do you remember when we did color pencil and we did these value scales? And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have a white and then a light and a light. All right, and now I'm going to do one step darker. So I'm going to do another layer of hatching. And I should be able to see a difference with these. All right, so I have white, light, and dark. All right, or a light, medium, and a dark. All right, and then I'll go to the next one. And I'll do the same thing that I did before. And I'm going to look for wherever they have an empty, or, you know, you begin to see like there's almost like a stripe right there. Do you see that? And I'm going to try just to minimize that. I don't want to have those types of markings in my square. And now I'm going to do another layer. And I'm pushing a little bit harder on my pen to get a little bit of a bolder line. All right, so I should be able to see 4 different values: white, light, medium, and dark. All right, so I'll go to the next one, and I'll start off making it light, and I'm going to add more and more layers. All right, and I'm going to turn on the fast draw. Okay, and so this is what I want you guys to do: white, lightest, light, medium, darker, darkest, and black. All right, that's it for today. And until next time, be a little art factory.